everybody's already here. They're like, oh my god, Vernon! Hello, everybody. It seems like we're sort of near the end of this dungeon. At least I thought that last time, so I think we might be getting to beat up CORYPHEUS today. Perhaps?
Perhaps. We shall see.
Hello, Rufus.
More than likely.
More than likely. Hello, everybody. Taps wrist, you're late. I know, but I was feeding Cece and talking with Mike and his sister about Shin Godzilla and Evangelion. Because they were made by the same guy. Been watching the VODs now, so I'm confused. Oh, you were watching the original Dragon Age LP? And now you're like, wait, where the hell are we? Okay. So we came here through here before, because that's where the vase was.
Mm-hmm.
Now we can open box. There was a stale biscuit in the box.
There's a quest marker up there.
Yes, it's on the left.
I can't imagine Lothering looking like this.
Was that the end of your thought? That was the end of the thought. Okay. Well. There's the guy. Oh, shit.
Or what's left of him.
Yeah, Tethras.
Atras Tunsha. Totania Amegtol Tavash Iduk.
That was sweet, Hawke. Now let's get out of here before you see me cry.
You couldn't actually cry? Wow. He's just really been down here this whole time. That sucks.
Yeah.
Rufus, your quest marker is confusing me.
I mean, there is unfortunately no other way for the life of a Legion of the Dead to end.
Yeah. Oh, hello! Too bad. Bro, can you... Oh my god, for real? Go. God damn it. Anders, can you not be here? We've been here for 2 seconds and you're already trying to end yourself. Jesus. Oh!
Yeah, you don't want to take this engagement on this narrow path. Every time he charges, he's going to destroy you.
Alright, let's get off of here then.
You'll want to do a group heal if you can.
Yeah, I'll do that when we get off of this. Go over here. You also. Come on, everybody. Oh.
Damn it,
Boom! Fucking destroyed. Bam! Alright, group heal. Baby brother, please come over here. I control your body now. You come with me. Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright, whatever. Move over here. Whatever, we can do that. Okay, there we go. Don't. Oh my god, there goes Anders. Hi! There goes Varric. None of them will listen to me. Oh my goodness. Anders. Get your shit together. Or not. Alright, healed, but it didn't heal him. Hello, Biotic! Sometimes I love DA2's combat, sometimes I hate hate it, and sometimes it really just makes me laugh, says Doc, and you are correct. Sometimes you're just like, okay.
Yeah.
Those two numbnuts.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like the only people that listen to me are my brother and my dog.
Dear Varric, please learn to parry. Love your innards. Ouch.
Dear Varric, please learn to dodge. Thank you.
You might want to invest in Constitution for those two, if they keep going down like that.
Yeah, that's what I think they're gonna get in their next level up. Ugh. Mikey's a little quiet. Okay, hold on a second.
Huh?
No, I'll fix it. Don't worry about it. Hold on.
Be quiet.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. There you go. Now you're at 92%. Which is higher than you were before.
Oh my god.
How's that? Yeah, dear Anders, please try not dying and following orders. Please try doing what I fucking told you to. Muppet Alex. Oh, there's some voices I can do that you have not heard yet. I can do a pretty mean Toad. I can do a pretty terribly accurate Mickey. I can do, what's her name? She was the green lady in Steven Universe.
Oh, Peridot?
Peridot, there we go. I can do Peridot.
Stop. Just make him stop talking. Make him stop.
Lovely. A mage gone mad is all we need right now.
Just gently put some cotton in your ears, it's fine. Does it matter what way we go, or is this a big circle? Okay, no, this is a dead end.
Yeah.
Yee, Peridot. I can do an okay hair. I think. It's been a while since I've done one, though. Since I have mimicked her voice. Hey there! Well, hello, Gran. How are you? Be nice to the tanky. Yeah, Carver, watch what you say. You could have been a warden, too. Then I could have had them both here, and they both would have been falling to pieces. You'd been like, oh, I don't like this. There we go. Everybody gather together. And plie. What are you? That's the Herlock Alpha Emissary. Okay, so that's their equivalent of the mage. That's an infected mage. And lightning. Ah! Doc thinks we should be nicer to Anders.
No.
Look, I have sympathies for him hearing the voice of what I assume is ostensibly a darkspawn on par with an archdemon. But, so, it's not fun. I like how you can make everybody both slow down and then just be vacuumed in this. Yeah. It's a lot of fun playing Force Mage. I have sympathy for him hearing shit. I do. But given the incredibly increasing amount of bad decisions he makes and the rather nasty things he has to say about other people, sometimes I roll my eyes and I go, dude, come on.
Get it together.
Like, on the list of his many bad decisions, one of them was, hey, I'll become a Grey Warden so I don't have to go back to the Circle, and I will completely ignore the lifelong commitment that will forcibly entail because I am now drinking Darkspawn blood, and eventually I will start to hear voices. And while I don't know that anybody can truly be prepared for that, you knew about this. And you were like, I'll just run away and leave them too. Don't worry about it. See, I suspect sometimes... Oh, I'm watching the... Ferb says, I'm watching the Awakening DLC and Origins and oh boy, Anders, lol. That's Ferb. Yeah. If we had more time to spend with him where he wasn't possessed because of silly decisions he had made, I would say that Anders has the potential for a lovely, long story about commitment issues and fear of other people. Because anytime he's in a situation in which he has to bow to someone else's authority, and I don't mean that in, like... And I don't mean that in a way of, like, you know, it's... like somebody forcing you to do something bad against your will or something like that. I mean, like, you have a boss, and your boss gives you instructions for the day, and instead of being like, oh, okay, these are the tasks I have for today, you get pissy, because I don't want you to tell me what to do, and that's not nice. To be fair, he was going to either be hanged or made tranquil otherwise. Yeah, that's why I said, that's why I said originally, like, also
Then he was going to be made tranquil or hanged because of his previous poor decision making.
This is also true. Again, I have a lot of sympathy for his situation. I don't have a lot of sympathy for him continuously making the same bad decision with the same bad outcome every single time, and him going, but why didn't it work this time? It sounds like he may have oppositional defiant disorder. Yeah, he might.
It's entirely possible.
Yeah, that's why I said I think we have the potential for that if there had been enough time.
I'm not saying that he needs to accept the way things are, or that he should be content with the way mages are treated.
Yeah.
Obviously not. It's just the things that he's doing aren't accomplishing anything other than harming himself.
Yeah, and at times others around him. So it's like that saying, the very definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different outcome.
Yeah.
Not the most accurate statement in the world, but it's still speculations on Kirkwall. Ooh. But I feel like that works quite well for this situation. Anybody else? No? Cool. Let's read a book. But I feel like that works well to describe what's up with him, is that he keeps doing these things, and it's like, you didn't have to do that, and there's why. Alternate universe where instead of Anders returning in DA2, it's Villana. Doc also says, I think it was David Gator who said Anders basically is unmedicated bipolar. I don't entirely like that idea, but whatever, says Doc. Yeah, it's a bit hard to describe what being bipolar is, let alone portraying it, because most people think that it's having just extreme mood swings all the time, and that's not really it. It's.
I mean, it depends on the type. There are multiple types.
Well, a lot of the time, from what I understand, already it's hard to describe because it varies so much. But from what I understand, the in general gist of it is that you're prone to extremes in either direction. Like, if something makes you happy, it doesn't just make you happy, it makes you fucking ecstatic. Something doesn't just make you upset, it makes you so angry that you can't control yourself.
From what I understand, for BPD-1, it's like you have like excessive. So you have basically what are called like manic phases, and they can last for short durations or long durations.
Yeah.
But basically, during a manic episode, it can either be like highly elative, like everything seems like a great idea, you're happy all the time, or you feel confident about things even though maybe you shouldn't be.
Yeah.
And on the flip side, you have down periods where
everything is the worst.
Stuff like everything is bad.
Nothing's good. Nothing's happening.
Nothing's good. Yeah.
Yeah. And Ferb also says we can't accurately diagnose Anders, unfortunately, because he's a video game character and he can't go to a therapist. So yeah. Ferb also says, as far as they're aware, some people think that they're like godlike during a manic episode, and it can be very scary. Yeah. And having known a person who actually thought they were indeed a god, that is a very concerning state of mind to meet a person in, let me fucking tell you.
And from what I understand, the different versions of the disorder are like it has to do with the varying extremes. So like some forms of the disorder there's more emphasis on depressive episodes.
Yeah, you're more prone to it this way, or
the length of the episodes are longer or shorter depending on it too.
Yeah.
It's complicated. One of the artists that I followed growing up actually suffered from BPD, and they talked a lot about it and how reluctant they were to get treatment when they first realized that something was wrong, because they were convinced that it would harm the quality of the art that they made, which is a common reaction. You could see that in one particularly big name artist that you see pop up in the news every now and again.
Yeah. Chaotic asks for You mean like a god complex? Like viewing yourself like some sort of messiah? And Ferb responded with, the human brain is wild. I don't know if they're gonna type anything else. They probably are. But yeah, there's... I mean, they could mean either that, or like they think that they're invincible and everything they do is right and nothing could possibly go wrong and they can do the impossible and stuff like that because they're just because the chemicals are off in their brain and the good rewards, you did good, this is right, this is accurate, chemicals are flooding the brain, and so it's a problem. It does sound like Anders. Yeah, it could be. Like I said, like Ferb said, you know, it's hard to diagnose a character that isn't real.
It's also hard to diagnose a character who is morphed with a spirit.
Yeah, quite literally 2 personalities in there. There's 2 people in that coconut that are also one person now, but separate enough that we can speak to them on occasion, but undeniably bound together and melded into a single goo.
Yeah, I don't think it's possible to diagnose Anders with any specific...
No. But yeah, but I do think that if we spent more time with him, a lot of his story probably would revolve around his inability to deal with people telling him what to do, and B, his really bad decision making. Unfortunately, we've met him in this game at the we're watching the consequences of the bad decision he made before he met us unfold. Ferb says, a god complex is different because a person thinks they're god all the time. With a manic episode, I think it comes more from the episode itself, that the elation is so extreme it can come with visions of grandeur in that state.
Yes, and then if the state changes, they no longer have those feelings.
Yeah, and I had my roommate who I've talked about before. Obviously, I can't diagnose her, and she may have also been messing with me because God knows she was prone to that too. She also believed later on in my knowing her and being her roommate, she also eventually started to believe that she was actually a deity trapped inside a human shell. And it was not a fun adventure for anyone. Nope. Not a fun time for anybody. And unfortunately, and I'll leave it at this so we can start talking about the game again, but unfortunately, when people become like that, or they become worse, a lot of the time you don't realize how bad it gets until you look at it later. Because I roomed with her for 5 years. And then I knew her as a friend, I put in quotes, because I don't think she was ever really my friend, for several years after. And let me tell you, when I first met her, it was just, oh, well, she's just a little bit weird. And then it spiraled out of control until it's like, well, yeah, she thought she was God. And when I tell you that, I don't mean that she had a God complex. I mean, she thought she was a sun deity.
Nice.
I am dead serious. So.
I have to agree.
Like, ooh.
I'm looking at the symptoms. Obviously, again, emphasis on cannot diagnose.
Yeah, there are no therapists in Thedas.
But the behavior definitely aligns with oppositional defiant disorder, because it's like almost every single symptom on here. Actually, I think every single symptom listed
is something that we've seen him do. Is
something that Anders has done in this game alone. So, tracks, honestly.
Yeah. Ferb has given us another fun piece of information, and I'm sorry to anybody who is not interested in this, but we pause for psychology on this channel because it's a thing I like to learn about. Ferb says, DID is generally caused by serious childhood trauma, which causes your brain to split into different, quote, personas or alters so the brain can better compartmentalize the horrific trauma. Psychology is really fascinating.
It is.
Yes, and it's sort of, the way I described it to somebody is it's kind of like how when you log into your computer, you can have different accounts on the same computer, and it all has access to the same programs you've put on it, but you set them up differently to run different things and handle things in a different way. Like, oh, this is the account all for work things, and this is the one for my personal fun times, and it's like that, but with the brain, and infinitely more complicated because... like justice and vengeance. Yeah, oh yeah, in a way. Anywho, speculations on Kirkwall. The records say CORYPHEUS has been trapped below the Vinmarks Since the day of the Tevinter Imperium, can it be a coincidence that the Darkspawn besiege this area more fiercely than anywhere else on the surface of Thedas? Or that Kirkwall, the closest city, suffers from endless plagues of violence, lunacy, human sacrifice, and blood magic? If one studies Kirkwall's public records, it becomes hard to deny that some malevolent force has long shaped its history. Could a Darkspawn, even a powerful mage, have such influence even as it slumbers? From a weather journal bearing the Grey Warden seal.
Interesting.
Oy. Oh yeah, you mentioned before that that there's an awful lot of murder and death that happens in Kirkwall just on the regular, more so than anywhere else.
Yeah, and you've noticed that, the Templars are known for being, paranoid, but they seem particularly on edge in this city.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess what you mentioned before is just a symptom of, I mean, if this CORYPHEUS thingy dude man guy is responsible for that, then what you mentioned before is just a symptom of it getting worse. As you said, in places where there's a lot of death, the spirits of the dead linger and they thin the veil, which causes the death and the murder to get worse.
No. It's not that the spirits of the dead linger. It's that spirits in the veil are attracted to locations where there is a lot of death or suffering.
Oh, so just the suffering in general. Oh, cutscene, sorry.
They press against the
Oh, there he goes.
What's wrong?
I can't. The voices. Wardens. The joining. I have too much taint in my blood. I can't shut him out. Help me. I will not be controlled.
Oh. Here we go again. I guess Justice is taking over to keep that thing out of his head, which is good. But also concerning, because Justice does not have very good self-control. You need to breathe, Anders.
Let it go. There's a better way to fight him.
What? What? Another bad decision! Help me fight him by punching me in my face! Yeah, here we go again. Oh my goodness. Sanders, honey, please. Alright, where is my silence? Oh no, wait, I don't have silence. He does. First of all, taunt him. And then we're going to make him do a shush. Then we're making him do a shoosh. And I'm going to slow everybody down. I made him too powerful. Jesus Christ, what's that? No idea what you do that in battle normally. Damn, bro. And he's down. And you good?
Thank you.
You good?
I guess they're right. You never can leave the Wardens. I hope I can hold against him. Against them both.
Let's just try not to do that again. Bianca hates being turned on her friends.
Jesus Christ, Anders. And
At least you don't have to use an injury kit.
Yeah, thank you. I don't want to have to waste an injury kit. There's only so many of them. I only have 8. Okay. There's a fan theory that thinks Kirkwall was the site where the Magisters might have broken into the Black City, given the high amount of murder, generally thin veil, and very little explanation as to why. Says Doc.
And it's important to note that it lines up with the logistics of the Tevinter Empire at the time, because Kirkwall was the center of the slave trade, and what better place to get all the blood that you need in order to perform such a massive ritual?
They're a place where there's a lot of people that you don't give a shit about. Ah, perfect. And then, of course, after the fact, we get whoever this asshole is buried here, and surely that did nothing but good for the area. Okay, Anders?
Kirkwall's kind of become an oddity.
Anders? This is God. We told you you can't leave the Wardens, and it wasn't because we were trying to be mean to you. It's because there's literally Darkspawn blood in your body. That was the agreement. And I know that it wasn't fair, but dear God, Anders, We told you what would happen. You need to listen to people.
I mean, I know it was more than fair given the situation he put himself in.
Yes, I know. But I'm trying to be fair here. In that the world isn't fair, and it's not right to have to choose between things like that. But holy shit, this is yet another instance of, but we told you. But you knew. Please. You were told.
You should chuck all of those white items, honestly.
Oh,
or at least a good number of
the
them.
trash?
No. Keep the loot. You can sell that for decent prices. But some of these white items.
Yeah. This was this is what's in there. This heavy hand axe. I was gonna toss it. I was gonna sell it rather.
Okay.
So it's okay. If you think that the other stuff's worth more, then I'll just leave that there.
Well, no, I'm saying your inventory is full.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna want to throw some of the the whites, the white items. You want to throw some of that out because you'll need room for the good loot that's coming your way.
Okay. Can I move it to junk and save space? No. Oh, no. It just exists in there now. I was just asking if, like, these things are worth less than these items, then I would keep them and sell them. As opposed to, the like if the onyx fragment's only worth 2 copper, but this is worth 3 silver, I'd, sell that and not these. But it doesn't say what it's worth. So I don't know. Oh, it's fine.
Well, I can look it up.
Okay. Doc says, in one of the books, they even mentioned finding a sealed-off room in Darktown that amounts to an impossibly large mass grave of slaves, but I can't remember if that's accurate, though, says Doc. I'd believe it. Hi, big important thing. What? Ah, the final seal. Which is yet another big pride demon. Look at this holographic boy. Hello. You're pretty! I hope that the ones in the next game look as awesome as you do. This is probably one of my favorite designs for demons. Whoa! Hello! This one's green. That's how you know he's different than the other ones.
Yeah, don't forget the exploit.
Yeah, about the things when we're done. Alright, this one's not teleporting around the... There he goes. Fuck. Oh, he has a lot of buddies. I see. Alright, well, everybody pick a guy. And also get out of the middle, because it seems like this is going to be bad. Ah, there's the real one. The one that isn't on fire. But unfortunately, we have to slap them until the real one reveals himself, so... Look at your Anders over there. Ah!
There are a lot of people who want pride demons to reveal themselves.
Oh, all the people who like that he's a big buff boy?
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Phew. Now we can relax.
We can't relax. Come on, me. That's grossly irresponsible. Hello.
Man, he just really has it out for that dog.
I know, but my Rufus is my good boy. Chaotic summed it up. Doc said, I've never once had that thought before. Thanks, Mikey. I hate you.
What?
About the pride demon being a big buff boy that people really like for non-good Christian Minecraft server reasons.
Yeah.
I don't think you two should be in this. This seems like a bad place to be. Oh, come on.
I mean, to be fair, it's probably an ability from Anders.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't seem to be doing anything.
Look at your buffs.
I am looking at my buffs. It's not doing much of anything. You guys just gonna stand here? Hello? Come on, boys. For real? Attack it. Why are you just standing over here with your thumbs up your butts? Come on. Oh, it's dead, but it's not dead, but it's also, there it goes. We could also have activated the stuff. That's funny. Alright, now let's activate our hold position.
Well, you want to save first.
True. Let's do our quick save. That's okay, here we go. Move freely is now off. Go here. Varric. And you. The fact that there's 4 pillars tells me that somebody knew that this could happen. Alright. Activate. 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 I'm not sure if I actually clicked that. Do it. Yeah, yeet. Yeah! Achievement unlocked. A family legacy. Alright, so now, if we look at this buffed to fucking crazy. Yeah, this exploit says so much about the Q&A team and how much they were actually able to test. Yeah. Because this does seem like a fairly, in the grand scheme of things, if you were gonna fuck up a game, it seems like that was one of the first things somebody would try. So it does tell you, you know, how overly stressed they all were. You guys can all come back now. Thank you, boys, for helping me get this completely busted OP staff. Oh, here we go. Oh.
He feels the seals weaken.
Hello.
He knows you are close. You must be ready. What's that? Who? No! No! They're here!
Before I ask him, I have to say a terrible thought that popped into my head is that this man walks like Hanabi does.
Oh.
But she does. She does her little golem hop if she's walking slowly. She's like, yes. And then she rotates her back legs in a circle. Instead of, you know, forward and back, she like rotates it up and then down onto the floor. Like a duckling. It doesn't seem to bother her at all. It's kind of adorable to watch. And then when she really wants to motor, she hops like a bunny. She just puts both feet under her and just meow. Who's here?
Who is they? The Carter?
No, worse. More treacherous, more dangerous. The Wardens. They listen to CORYPHEUS. They want to bring him the light.
Oh.
Stop them. You must stop them.
So other Wardens who have succumbed but did not maintain who they are.
Something's happening. The prison's breaking down. But it stood up to tunneling before. What can... You have the key. And you've come through the seals. But how?
Hi.
Champion? Are you the one? The same Hawke, child of Malcolm? The Carters said they were close. You must be her. I am Janica. I lead this unit of Grey Wardens.
Why is your order interested in my father?
Then you don't know. Without Malcolm, this prison would have fallen 30 years ago.
Oh boy, now I'm guessing here comes a part where we have to decide if we believe in the corrupted guy who's very obviously messed up, or these people who appear to be fine, but also could be possessed. Although they were wondering to themselves about the stability of the place and why it might be falling apart now. Oh no, I saw what the chat said. Kata goes, oh, her, I've just met her and I already hate her. And Doc says, why does she look like a Republican? I don't know why that would be your thought. Okay,
She's about to Project 2025, the Grey Wardens.
Oh, God. You know what it is?
It's the hair.
No. You know what the problem is?
What? And
this is nothing against them, but have a look at the pattern her outfit unintentionally creates.
America!
It looks like the blue line.
Oh, God.
It's the blue.
No, oh, no.
Chaotic goes, oh, my first thought was she's a Karen. We're being so mean if this woman turns out to, like, be really nice and trying to help. And now that I've pointed that out and seen it, I can't unsee it. This was years before that. No, you've ruined the Grey Warden armor for me now, Ghost Dog. No!
Don't let it be ruined. It came first.
Yeah, this came before that. I feel insulted. I know, I've ruined the night for you guys, and I'm sorry, but every time I see low-hanging fruit, I have to jump for it. I'm fox-like in that way. I'm like the fox with the sour grapes. I have to go for it. I just have to. Okay, sure, let's go.
Let me guess, it had something to do with this fancy thing?
The Grey Wardens built this prison to contain one of the most powerful Darkspawn we've ever encountered.
Can we kill it?
But even the best magic fades. The Wardens need to reinforce the seals. This requires the blood of a mage untainted by Warden training. The last to perform the ritual was your father.
My father was a blood mage.
To avert the blights, forbidden magics are sometimes necessary.
That's my father you're lying about, Warden.
He did not bind the demons, if that is your concern. That was done in another era, before the Chantry's laws.
So if the Carta told you they were close, was this because you were working with them, or because you've been trying to figure out what the fuck they're doing, and one of them said that they were close to finding you? Okay.
That's why the Carter came after me.
We need your help, Hawke. I have done extensive research on this Darkspawn.
Oh, here it comes.
And I believe the original Wardens were wrong. He isn't a threat to humanity. He's our greatest opportunity.
Oh boy.
A Darkspawn who can talk, feel, reason.
CORYPHEUS cares nothing for blights. He used you.
Oh, hello!
The Warden Commander.
Don't listen to this creature. He's half Darkspawn himself. I know how to harness CORYPHEUS. Use his magic to end the blights.
No. The Wardens knew. CORYPHEUS is too powerful.
Don't do it, Hawke. The Warden Commander made a deal with one of these. We still don't know the consequences.
Worth the risk.
Oh, he's talking about me.
It's one more big Darkspawn to stick a bolt in. No big deal.
Bloody Wardens. Father knew better. Leave it locked up.
CORYPHEUS calls her, and she listens. She brought him the Carter, sent them for you.
Did you?
You must help us.
She didn't answer.
She did not deny it! She sounds like a Sith. I am kind of, yeah, I'm with Ferb that I am inclined to believe our dead friend. But let's see.
Why would this Darkspawn want to end the Blights?
He's no mindless monster. This search for the old gods comes at a terrible cost to his people.
This sounds very familiar.
Yeah, the
He
architect said the
tricked
same thing.
These are not your thoughts. They are his calling.
How many of them died in Ferelden alone? And that was the least of the blights.
And that's why you need to vote for Tories or the Reform Party.
Oh my god, no! Darth Janica! Look, I may have let the architect live in the last one, and we'll see if that has long-reaching consequences in any of the upcoming games. I'm not a Tory, says Ferb. I may have let him live, but that is because I saw all the things he was doing, and he also was not locked up. And trying to convince a group of, like, I can see his effect on other people. The effect he's had on the Carter is that he has turned them all into crazy slaves to bring him the blood. I am not inclined to believe that he would work with you at all.
You do have some investigations.
Oh, I do. I'm just saying that that's where I am right now. Can you even trust him?
How could you trust any deal this Darkspawn makes with you?
Do not think me foolish, Hawke. I am making no deal. I have a spell which can control CORYPHEUS. Bind him to my will. He will be a new, important weapon in the war on the Blights. No more, no less.
Pardon?
Are you talking about using blood magic?
Everything that was done to him was through the power of blood. The Wardens imprisoned CORYPHEUS before the Chantry banned such magic. It is the only way to hold him.
Oh, well, that's fine then. Blood magic for everyone.
Oh boy. The Ever goes, sure you do. Look, that doesn't strike a lot of confidence in me. And I know that I am prone to a little bit of bias because we have met this guy before. And it is entirely possible that him encouraging us to come down here, break all the seals, with the goal of killing CORYPHEUS, if he believes we cannot do so, would be a way of lying to get us to let the guy out. However, I know for sure she wants to let him out because she just told me. And she's like, nah, don't worry about it. I'll blood magic it. Even though, as I've said before, while I do not think that blood magic as a concept is inherently evil, I think that failing to respect one of the most powerful and easily corrupted forms of magic is a really bad habit to have. Because all it takes is you going, well, I just need a bit of blood from that person. It's okay, even if they don't want to give it to me. And then suddenly you're doing horrible things.
I think it's also her logic is questionable because you don't know much about this thing. How do you know for a fact you can control it?
Yeah. The blood magic that's been used here wasn't used to control CORYPHEUS. And you think, because here's the thing, she's going to use her cohorts 100%. Oh, of course. Respect is such a strong word. Yeah. So, we read, all of the stuff that we read before now said things like people saying, like, no, we need to kill this thing. And other people going, no, we need to study it. You know, this is unprecedented. And in all these hundreds of years of this thing being chained up down here, they have never struck an accord with it. They've never managed to kill it. And they've never said, oh shit, my bad, I'll let you out. And they've also never said, I have a spell that can control it. Because if you think they had a way to instantly stop the blight, that the Wardens would not be using that ASAP. So after hundreds of years, nobody's managed to do it. But suddenly you can. And you just, and not even like an explanation, so I just, but I have a spell. I have some blood magic. Well, where'd you get it?
No explanations.
No, nowhere.
Well, I'm just saying that it's interesting that she has no explanation.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
Before you commit, you have another question.
Really? I thought I asked both of them. Because
I don't.
I asked why he would help, and she said because it takes a toll on his people, but I'll ask again.
Why would this Darkspawn want to end the Blight?
I don't remember.
It's okay.
He's no mindless monster. This search for the old gods comes at a terrible cost to his people.
This sounds very familiar.
He tricked you. These are not your thoughts. They are his calling.
How many of them died in Ferelden alone? And that was the least of the blights.
But if he wants to make the blights stop so none of his people get killed, why would you need to mind control him? Your logic is not adding up.
It's an inconsistency. She's not thinking this through, or she's lying to you.
Yeah, an awakened darkspawn who is a mage, your spell will not work, is what is chaotic's.
But have you considered that Larius looks weird?
Yeah, have you considered that Larius walks funny and his hair's coming out?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
But he looks weird.
Larius looks a little weird, so I don't know if we can trust him either.
Mm-hmm. He looks weird, and the Darkspawn think he's one of them, so yeah. How about I'm gonna go with our weird uncle. I'm gonna go with weird Uncle Larius, if you don't mind. But have you considered maybe being ableist and judgmental? Have you considered that maybe the weird ugly guy is evil? Have you considered that in this game, where people have been quite complex and morally ambiguous at times, that the ugly guy is evil? We thought it would be easier in the DLC to not make things complicated. And the pretty clear-eyed, authoritative lady with the perky hair is the good person. No, I'm going with our weird uncle.
Corypheus may be as great a threat as the next Blight. We can't risk freeing him.
We'll find a way to do this with or without you, Hawke. This prison will be broken. The Blight will end. Come.
Bitch!
With me! We will beat them to the seal!
Quick, follow him! Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, yes. And coming from the lady who cheated the weapon stats for the key. Now, hold on a minute. My cheating for staff stats did not threaten the world.
And also, I'm doing it for a good reason.
I'm doing it to make the future of the game easier for me. Quickly to the slow elevator. Yes.
Every cutscene that you've had to watch so far, 10 souls were sacrificed.
Oh no. Oh well. I can just hit escape to skip it.
That is a sacrifice
That is a sacrifice that I am willing to make. But it's slowly, yeah. But he's slowly opening the seals, so yeah. Don't want to have to deal with another air shock battle. That's true. Where to my shame, I had to run around the room and kite him. Or actually, no, not to my shame. That is a skill that I honed in World of Warcraft. You can suck it.
It's pretty much the only way you can really defeat him without knowing what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah.
And we deliberately withheld that information.
This was part of the prison's defenses from centuries ago. Old wards, unstable, dangerous. The wardens had them neutralized. Bringing them back to life will stall Janica.
I like his funky arm. Which is probably not a nice thing to say, considering I'm sure it's causing him a great deal of pain. I guess the better thing to say would be, I really like his design. I like you, weird grandpa. Or, well, weird uncle, I guess. He's not really a grandpa. Even I have mastered... Yeah! Yeah, Doc says, that is a skill that every Dragon Age 2 mage player uses in that battle. Even I have mastered it long ago. The art of the Benny Hill run. As Uncle said, he can feel pain. Yeah, I think that he's experiencing a great deal of discomfort. He does twitch and shake a lot, which is usually caused by nerves and neurons misfiring, so it's probably pretty painful. He may not notice it anymore, though, I guess, if he's lived that way long enough. He's been just like, it just does that sometimes. Don't worry about it. Like, oh, is it supposed to? Probably not. Hey, a viewpoint. Oh, there she goes. Oh, she's gonna drain the blood out of the Carta.
If Larius is right about Corypheus, we're going to have to hurry.
Yes, we will. Swiftly through the puzzle room.
Do not touch anything. The old defenses are active again. Very unpredictable, very dangerous.
I shall touch nothing.
There.
However...
That's the one Janica wants dead.
Wait, don't you... wait a minute. I thought you wanted my blood. Which I guess you can get if I'm dead, but don't...
You do Janica's bidding.
Janica shared knowledge of CORYPHEUS with the Carta.
I see!
When she releases the Master, we will be rewarded.
Ah, yeah, Janica's definitely the good guy. We made such a mistake following Grandpa. I'm pretty sure his hair is a playable hairstyle in Starfield. I know I've seen it in Fallout before.
You people? What do you mean by you people?
You small, short people.
Varric is like, am I a joke to you?
I mean, you make yourself a joke on the best of days, but... I would say we don't have to fight, but I feel like she's getting irritated by now.
How many of you are there? I thought I'd dealt with you already.
We may die here, but we will take you with us.
That's a sane mind.
No, don't!
Don't touch the thing! Oh. Let me guess, the room of spinning lasers?
To arms, and pray that CORYPHEUS honors our sacrifice.
Sure. I'm sure that he will remember and dutifully... There goes Carver. He will dutifully recount each of your sacrifices and make sure that you get a lot of whatever it is you're hoping for in the afterlife. A bunch of muffins or something.
Get back! I've got this one.
No, you don't. Yoink. Alright then,
Trapped. Carter fools always where they don't belong. This shouldn't have happened.
Wouldn't it be funny if it turned out they were both evil? Ah, yes, all this for some muffins. I was actually going to say, like, muffins or whatever. And you guessed that's what I was gonna say. You've beaten me to it. Breathe.
Don't worry, we'll find a way out.
Yes. Yes. Think.
You can do this, Uncle. I believe in you. I
was
misheard
here
that as
once
Muppet.
before. A long time ago.
Maybe they do want Muppets. A Muppet Hawke. Oh my god.
The magic flows in streams. They must be joined for the way to open.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, that's it.
All right, time to make a circuit puzzle. Gotcha. Cool. Awesome. Okay. Now, how do I make a circuit puzzle? Okay, so every time I orbitarly rotate the thing... Okay, it can go through that. That has no pips. This must go this way. What if I rotate you? Does the beam just disappear? Yes, okay. So the beam just disappears then. One more. Success! So clearly in view. Ratata. That will go that away and accomplish nothing. You. So where am I trying to link these up to exactly? To each other, I suppose? I guess I'm trying to link them to each other. Okay. Okay, one.
Quickly, we have a ways to go yet.
Ah, okay, never mind. I fixed it. I did it. I thought there would be more. The towers of what now? Oh, a
construction. Always stopping to examine the carvings. A learned man.
Is that why our brother's name is Carver? For his love of carvings? What is a Towers of Hanoi puzzle? Hanoi? Doc says, so Mike, do you want to backseat this puzzle too, like you did with the optional puzzle in Dragon Age Awakening? He did that because I asked him to, if I'm remembering the puzzle correctly.
I don't remember.
I don't know which puzzle he's referring to.
I don't remember. Wait, is that the fire one? The one
Oh,
with
the fire
pattern?
floor? Yeah. That's what I was
have
thinking.
backseated that one, but to be honest with you,
I was taking it.
that's for the best.
I might have asked him to, unless I didn't. If I didn't want him to, I probably yelled at him in the video.
True.
If I didn't yell at him, then it wasn't a problem.
True. Alex has no problems yelling at me.
Especially since I'm pretty good at puzzles. Except for ones that are stupid.
I thought you were gonna say that you're pretty good at yelling at me.
I suppose maybe I'm good at that too. I don't know. Is that a skill to be proud of?
I guess.
I would have liked to solve this myself. Oh, I did yell at you. Okay. I said I would have liked to solve this myself. Okay, then yes. I already yelled at him then. We're fine. Don't worry about it.
That's funny.
That is funny. It's okay, though. I forgive you. Even if you dared to interrupt my puzzle solving. But you're on thin ice, mister. Careful or you'll be on the couch.
Well, that's not an effective punishment because, as you know, I sleep well anywhere.
That is true. You have the magical power to get a good night's sleep on any location, any surface, any time, any weather pattern, any noise level.
Very true.
Would you die, you backflipping pain in the ass? There he is. He's like, I'll get them by jumping in behind them.
The fact that he calls his crossbow minx is really funny.
He has an unhealthy, or possibly extremely healthy relationship with Bianca.
Using potion.
You will learn more about that in the future.
I wish I had Mikey's sleep power, because let me tell you, if there's one thing I've always had problems with, it's sleeping. Oh no, my hand is full of pollen. This is probably not worth anything. So give me this other thing that's probably not worth anything. Ah. Infantry. Give hat.
Even the
no.
Warden command.
Stop it.
Amaranthine was willing to make a deal with the architect.
That was me.
Who knows what arguments this emissary made?
Yeah,
but
that was me.
The architect was not
doing this.
He didn't seem to have ill intent.
Yeah.
Whereas this one seems to have ill intent.
This one seems to have extremely ill intent. Boop. I activate... locks within locks. The wardens set a trap for CORYPHEUS and bound him in a prison of their own making. Beneath the free marches, they carved out a series of caverns, a veritable maze, and enchanted them. Wards within wards, locks within locks, spells woven with the help of a powerful artifact they called the Key. All this to hold CORYPHEUS. Seems that even that wasn't enough. Warden Commander Rhiannon writes in her private journals, quote, CORYPHEUS is too powerful. Nothing will hold him forever. The seals are already weakening. We must find a way to fortify them, and soon. They're from Janica's research notes. So it seems that she wasn't thinking about doing this when she first came down here. I sleep the best in absolute darkness. Same. A soft, slightly firm bed in total darkness in silence is my best sleep, which means that I have a hard time sleeping in a lot of places. I'm also really awful at getting up early.
I've fallen asleep on the floor.
I know. Although I have to say that the best night's sleep I had actually was on the floor. I wrapped myself up in a quilt burrito and slept on the rug floor of my dorm room when Ashley stole my bed. The silence is telling. Okay. Anyway, the Helm of Weishaupt.
I mean, I don't know what to say about that. Good for you, I guess.
Best, yeah. Kaniko's best friends. Yes. Not a great. In retrospect, not a great. Not so great. The Helm of Weishaupt. The Labyrinth has claimed Warden Commander Astor. Ulrich tampered with one of the magical seals in this place and unwittingly released a demon upon us. Commander Astor ordered us to run. He would hold the creature back while we activated the prison's defenses, trapping them both. I'm guessing that's this guy. The barriers came up and they will stay up. This was Commander Astor's last instruction and we will follow it to the letter. When we are unable to retrieve the Warden Commander's prized helm and the other trappings of his office, they will not be returned to Weishaupt and will remain with the Commander wherever he may be. From a torn Grey Warden report, the writing is barely legible.
So it seems that the previous Grey Wardens had a very firm idea of how dangerous this was.
And the answer was extremely.
And it was so dangerous, in fact, that they decided that the best course of action would be to leave their own commander behind in order to keep the wards up.
When he told them, fucking go, they went, no argument from me, sir.
So maybe Janica should read the Warden's Handbook again?
Nah, don't worry about it. She has a spell. She's got a spell, don't worry. It's fine. It's fine.
Magic.
I have a spell.
Magic.
I have a spell. Okay.
Magic.
This is where we were before, I think. No. Yes? Were we in here before? No, we weren't, because here's Bones. Fucking Grey Warden Karens.
Janica's gonna call the Grey Warden's corporate number.
I need to speak with your manager. Is that so?
Anyone who has worked in service and dealt with somebody like that knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, I bet. Thankfully, I've not worked in a place where somebody needed to talk to the corporate manager, but I have had many a person who were not happy to talk to me.
What's funny is that the corporate manager is so divorced of the situation that they just don't care and tell the lady to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, they're just shit.
It's like they don't care.
A theory I thought of just now, says Ferb. The Dwemer vanished a long, long time ago. It could be the fabrics just deteriorating over time. Oh! Yeah, that was in response to Doc saying, whenever I play Skyrim, I immediately wonder where all the Dwemer mattresses are because they're just stone slabs. Yeah, I think that those probably have disintegrated.
You don't think that they just like to sleep on rocks?
Probably not, no.
Highly advanced society, but has not developed mattress.
You never liked me. Too much bad blood.
Oh, they were not friends. A change of course. Aha! Aha! A change of course. I was wrong. We cannot control the creature CORYPHEUS. Even our most powerful mages hold no influence with him. In truth, it is they who have been most vulnerable. A dozen times those assigned to guard or study the creature have sought the key to free him. When they are removed to a safe distance, they remember little. They speak of a voice in their minds, a calling like that of the old gods, but it wanes outside of CORYPHEUS' presence. Darkspawn have attacked as well, seeking him. I can only assume they are summoned the same way. Somehow his magic lets him speak through the blight itself, affecting any who bear its taint. 1 second, I'm turning off my fan. It's a little too chilly now. There we go. The same power stays the hand of any warden who approaches to kill him. That's why they haven't been able to kill him. I must recommend that we seal this prison over and conceal its very existence. CORYPHEUS must not be allowed to go free. From Warden Commander Denikin to the first warden in Weishaupt, 1014 TE.
I like how you pronounce Weishaupt.
Am I saying it correctly with the German accent?
I mean, I suppose. That's just not how they say it to me.
Well, this one's red, so hopefully that's good. Don't know if that's good what I'm doing, but I'm assuming it is. Nobody's told me not to. Nobody's looked at me and gone, Hawke, don't touch that. Alright, let's see. Don't know. Alright. Well, I'll prepare to double back. Okay, good. Oh. Oh, I see. And so I can't with this door until I activate... So I have to turn those back off, perhaps? Let me see. If I turn this one... If I poke this one and it turns off, then I can get into room. Oh, no, I can't click on it again. So I guess I have closed that door. Well, hopefully there was nothing I wanted in there. I guess I shouldn't have poked the buttons. Yeah, that was unfortunate. I shouldn't have done that. Oh well.
You could just reload.
That's true. Oh, here's another power nexus, though. Well, hold on. Maybe if I activate them all, it'll turn off. Boop. Because there weren't 3 doors there. Why would then there be? Zippity doo da zippity eh? Da 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 da. Green. Huh. Hmm. I'm gonna see... Those power nexuses are part of the puzzle from before. Oh, well...
This was part of the defenses from centuries ago. Old wards, unstable, dangerous. The wardens.
Let's see. Well, now we have to do this puzzle again. Or actually, maybe we don't. Maybe we did. I reloaded. I can reload the other one, though. Well, I just want to see if me doing that turned those wards on, because me clicking all of the things didn't turn them off. So... Unless you're really sure that they don't. That colored wall of light... Okay.
There! That's the one. Just when she releases the master.
It's fine? Okay. I just wanted to see. Watch there be absolutely nothing in that room if that even is available to me. There might be treasure in there. There might be a soggy biscuit.
Trapped. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Rotate. 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 Thank you. Donka. And zoop. And done. Yes, we do. Did I look over here? There's nothing. Got it. Bum ba bum ba bum ba bum ba bum bum. Doodly 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 doo doo doo. There's gonna be some guys that want to fight me. I'm gonna run over here and kick their asses. And boop. Be spooked. Who stabbed you? Stop being stabbed. Who's attacking you? Ah, he is. You are going to make it. Don't worry about it, Sip. There we go. Problem solved. Alright, let's zip around the corner and see if all of those things are there. And if they are, then that means that I did that for no reason. Oh, they are. Well, I did that for no reason. I am sorry. I had to learn for myself.
It's okay.
Jenica is under CORYPHEUS influence. Pretty sure she's not even aware of it herself. Yeah. I like how you spelled CORYPHEUS as CORYPHEUS. That's funny. Alright, let's look at this just so we have that. Boom. And this, so we have this too. Jenica's notes proving that she has about as much common sense as a wet paper towel. Where's Anders?
No, you said about as much sense, and I said as Anders.
Yes.
I never met a mage that wanted power.
Never met a mage who wanted power. I have met... This is like the 5th one this week. Never met a mage who wanted power or did evil and bad things.
Ignores the entire country up north that does that.
Tevinter.
It's literally their form of governance is named a mageocracy.
Mm-hmm. Did I hear Sophie go, mm-hmm, in the background?
No.
Okay, then that just sounded like her. I thought that Mike's sister went, mm-hmm, in the background from your microphone. And I was like, see, she knows. That was just a coincidence. Alright, let's see what's in the box. I literally said that in Awakening when Anders does anything. I could call him a CORYPHEUS lips, says Chaotic.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. And Doc says, that line is like that one scene in House of the Dragon that ruined an entire character in her arc, and it wasn't even going to be in the show originally. I've not seen that, so I don't know. I don't know what one you're referring to, but dang.
Well, can't be as bad as the Halo TV show.
Oh my god.
I love doing that.
Or the live-action Avatar TV show.
Oh. Yeah, I made myself even more disappointed in that show, but since I already talked about that with you, Mikey, I'm not going to do it right now.
By the old construction. Always examine the carvings. A learned man.
Thank you for telling us about my pop. Have you watched the Halo TV, or were you grabbing images and references? I was getting references, and somebody had gift-setted the culmination of the Arbiter's story quest, and it is extremely... Story quest? Yeah, you know what? May as well be a story quest. The end of the Arbiter in that story, and it is extremely disappointing and really bad, and missed 2 very important points in Halo overall in one scene. Which really, spectacularly bad. Like, damn, dude. Damn, you live like this? Okay, let's see. Is there another big horn that I can prod and make it turn into colors? Let's quick save, because I'm guessing...
There's probably a Pride Demon's horn that could be prodded.
Michael. You sure showed Arbiter's Dumpy. Yeah. The only thing that I can say that they seemed to do is that somebody on that team sure likes the Arbiter because they gave him the thickest ass. They did!
True.
They did! He's really buff!
It's a shield world. That's a joke that you'll understand when we play more.
I see.
It's a whole goddamn Dyson sphere, man. Jeez.
See, a Dyson sphere is what you do when... Oh!
A Dyson sphere is makes no goddamn sense. Who the fuck came up with that?
Oh. Oh ho ho. How do I do this? Okay. Give me a moment. Can I click them individually? The answer is no. Okay. So, green needs to go to that. That's where red starts. Where does blue end? Blue ends there. Blue is connecting. Green is not. Does that turn the whole wall? Yeah, it does. Oh! Well, I clicked something. Well, I fucked that up. Dear God, please don't tell me I have to somehow connect all of them. Oh no. Oh no.
The Dragon Age Rubik's Cube? Yeah.
Oh God, okay. Oh. Okay, that one has been completed. The green has been completed. Okay,
Doctor says Freeman Dyson designed the Dyson sphere. Yeah. What the fuck, man? Drugs are a hell of a drug, I guess.
Yeah. And
if
then,
you have the resources to do
build
that,
a Dyson sphere,
you don't need it.
You don't need the Dyson sphere. Yeah. Hello.
Like, you could go on to bigger, better things. Like, you when you've gotten to the point where you can build a Dyson sphere, you actually can do cooler things than a Dyson sphere.
Yeah, oops. I'm gonna follow them one at a time because I suspect that there is a way to do this without interrupting that.
Well, I will not backseat this one.
Okay. 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 We're getting there.
I will not backseat.
That's okay. And I thank you.
I want to, but I will not.
Doobly-doo. Okay. This should, in theory... Okay. That cannot go any other way. We have to fuck with this. Okay. So this needs to... Oh, this needs to flip around entirely. I fucking did it! Kiss my ass! Ha-ha! All the doors are open now! Cece is the bestest. I did it. I am the puzzle master. I'm assuming it just means I open up that room. Watch that mean that all I did was get, like, a broken ruby or something. I did it! Yay! The doors are all open!
Working together. He never liked me. Too much bad blood.
It's okay, Uncle. We forgive you. Yeah, a box. Ooh, 2 boxes. 2 box.
I think it's actually pronounced Tuvox.
Tuvox. Ooh, Cowl of the Silent One.
I think
The fuck it is.
Yeah, I think I'm looking. So one detail that I will share with you with Veilguard is they confirmed a transmog system, which means that you can fashion souls it up in there, and you don't have to sacrifice power for that, which is nice for me and my sanity.
I see. Well, I'm assuming I have the items set for this now, but let's see what happens. Oh, DPS go up when I wear the thing. But DPS go down. Aw, too bad. It worked so well, but we'll keep that hat, but we'll keep these gloves. Ah, well. Still. That's a bunch of nice shit we got. Yay, it was worth it. Yeah! Chaotic goes, yes! I can look hot in the armor that I want to! Yes! That's yet another reason that I liked Bloodborne so much, is that Bloodborne is like, yeah, you know what? Want to wear whatever you want? Fucking go for it, man. I have gone the wrong way.
Imagine.
Wearing what you want?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Now, that's not to say that the stuff in Bloodborne doesn't have stats, and there are some times when, if you're having a really hard time, you should see what stats you have. But on the whole, they're like, backflip out of the way of shit. Whatever. You want to keep your frenzy as high as possible? Fucking go for it, my man.
Did you really think those old wards would stop me?
I guess.
Slow you down, idiot.
Look at you. Barely able to string two thoughts together. You've only made it this far because
Rude.
of Hawke.
You can still turn away. Do not listen to his voice.
You're a fool, Arias. And you should have died here years ago.
Ah! Necromancy! Surely... Yep. Surely, that's a sign that this is a good and well-thought-out plan. Kel Sarog, Azurathon, Defender of Blades, Zerthral, Defender of Magic, Letus the Healer. Well, I know what we're murdering first. Now, you, go fight him. You, and you, kill him. The healer dies first. That is the rule. He's spooked. Actually, a thought has occurred to me. Dear brother, do me a favor. Shush him.
Afraid yet?
Thank you. Now, you may fight him. Thank you! Pat, 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 pat. I protect. Healer is dead. You. We are focusing each target down. We are not having any more of this nonsense. Silencing mages in any game is so satisfying. They also sound like WoW player names. They really do. Oh gosh, I remember the name of most of my WoW characters. Including Velvela, and every time I logged in, they thought it said Velveeta. And I was like, no, Velvela means wise wolf. It's not cheese. Because I was playing a Worgen. A Worgen warlock. Suffer. Melted. The Choir of Fuck Off. Oh. Astra the Nullifier. Oh, well, you're next. I spoke too soon. I didn't see you.
Ooh, they're going crazy on them strings.
Yeah, they are. I am currently playing a Void Elf Rogue named Amoridronius, says Ferb. He is my jewel crafter. The Nullifier sounds like an off-brand DC or Marvel villain, says Doc, and you are correct. Chaotic also says, Jenica, did you even realize that Hawke is the only thing you need to... is the thing you need to open up Corey's coffin? Your plan sucks so much ass. Also, Chaotic says that Ferb's rogue name sounds like an illness. Don't be mean to each other in chat. Don't make me pull the stream around. Alright. Focusing on each target has proved quite good. Our bro has lost almost no health, and Kel Sarag is already a third down. Kel Sarag sounds like a city.
Enon Zur is going crazy on the strings over there.
Yeah. But for Mom did it. We have World of Warcraft at home. The World of Warcraft at home. Superior. Alright, here we go.
World of Warcraft has about as much monetization as Wizard 101 at this point.
I mean, you're not wrong. And I'm mad that you're not wrong. Ferb goes, I did no such thing. Children! Boom! Dead.
All I'm saying is I should, if I'm paying $15 a month for the privilege of playing your game, there should not be a cash hop.
Yeah.
There's no reason. Either, like, pick one. You can't have both.
Ooh, that's a nice belt. That is not the right button. Getting rid of anything that looks like it would not be worth a lot. Loot him before he hits the ground. That is how we do it.
This is how we do it.
The Doom Ward. Is that good compared to what you have? Nope. Copper Bladed Star. Oh, that's his, Symbol of Andraste. True Author's Token. Okay, everybody's got their own belts. Right then. That is the prison tower, so this is the other side of the vista. Is there anything I can loot here? No. Quick save. Doom Ward, again, sounds like a WoW term. It does. God damn it, some horde dummy has killed the auctioneers. See, that's why I don't like the PvP stuff. Is when people come in and do that.
Because it's poop?
Yes, it's very poop. Although I suppose, to be fair, I did participate in a single raid of Ogrimmar at one point.
What's so nice about it?
Nothing.
Just wondering
Presumably
what
not for
someplace sinister and foreboding would look like. And here it is.
Oh, he's at the top of the tower, was he?
Because you don't really do anything in World of Warcraft for fun. That's not how that game works.
Yeah, really, we just did it to grief people, probably, and also to get the achievement for having done it. So yes, I had in the past gone into Ogrimmar and punched whatever his name was. The Thal's brother, who wasn't his brother.
Turd Blast the Iron Muncher.
He was basically a Nazi at that point. That's the one that we murdered.
Well, it sounds like my name was appropriate then.
Yep.
You're too late, Larius. Hand over Hawke, and I'll give you a quick death.
Hawke has made her choice. The right one.
The right choice or the only choice? Malcolm Hawke was not allowed to disagree.
It is the past. It doesn't matter.
I'll ask about that in a second. However, oh, Doc, while you said it right in theory, you also said it incorrectly because, this is actually how that sentence goes. What Doc said was, Simon, did you pick up the Doomword Amulet of Kal Sharag? It gives plus 2,000 to your defense, and you need it for this raid. What it actually is... Simon, did you pick up the Doomword Amulet off of Kal Sharag? It's worth 200 reputation at the new faction, and you need to give it to them, because as soon as you get it up to Exalted, you'll be able to hand in the Dust of Effervescent Faith, and when you have 5 million of those, you can trade them in for the gems that'll slot into the new armor and give you 2% increased DPS. And you also get 3 dust a day for each daily, so you better be doing all of those. You have 1 month.
There's also a casual guild. Also,
yeah,
there's
casual guild.
Fuck right off. Also, it gives you a 0.6% increase to your base defense, which is just enough to tank one AoE burst from Dorkfart the Shitlord.
Yep. You don't understand how I'm being generous when I say 1 month. The way that WoW's, at least at the time I was there, current thing, you had to log in every day. You had to do every daily. You had to collect all of the little things for gems that when fully upgraded was a 2% DPS increase. I am not joking. This was mandatory. We were a casual guild, but if you didn't have it, there was no way we could do the raid. And if you refused to do it, you got benched. It didn't used to be like that. But ever since the fucking Deathlands, whatever the fuck it's called, started, everybody...
Shadowlands?
Yeah, Shadowlands. Everybody slowly got more and more bitter, more and more angry, and we started dropping people left and right.
Because everybody realized that Final Fantasy XIV is a better game.
And finally, one day, I couldn't take it anymore. I cried in the middle of raid. I wiped my eyes during break and said, I think this is going to be my last raid. And you know what these people who I raided for 5 years had to say to that? Complete and total silence. And then from the raid leader, okay. And that was it. Not fucking worth it at all. The previous raids had been fun. Even when they got frustrating, there was satisfaction in beating the bosses. But the fact that everybody got so fucking bitter and that all the dailies became mandatory shit, it was like a job. And we were a casual guild, and we used to joke that if WoW ever felt like a job, it wasn't worth playing. But all of a sudden, here we were, because when Shadowlands came out, Blizzard decided that the only way to retain people was to make it a job. Unlike Final Fantasy XIV.
Is just sitting here like, okay, well, that's nice, but can we take out CORYPHEUS now?
I'm venting my anger! This is trauma, and you will listen! I was almost done anyway. So, it's unlike Final Fantasy XIV, where they're like, they already paid us for the subscription. Honestly, I don't give a shit if they come in or not. Whatever. Hey, Mex! Mex has commented with a gif of an extremely vibrating squirrel that has been very zoomed in. Now we know what Alex's Midnight Channel Shadow World would look like. Yes. And hola to you too, Mex.
A World of Warcraft raid?
Walk in, my former supervisor's the raid lead, and I just look at him like, ah, fuck this shit. Proceeds to flip over the table. Yes.
You have to go through the maze of Thundercunt in order to get the appropriate gems that you need to
And if you're not dressed appropriately for work based on the idea that she's got in her head that you will not get told about, you fail.
God, what if real life was like that?
Oh, God.
At work, you get tokens that you have to then exchange for a valuable item that you then have to sell in the auction house in order to buy the thing that you actually need. Yes,
Mikey. Amazon does that.
What do you mean?
Amazon does that. They give power bucks to people when they do outstanding work, and you can use them to exchange for all sorts of fun, nonsensical shit.
Is that what? Wait, back up. Is that what they're actually called?
I don't think that's specifically what they're called, but it's something stupid like that. It has their mascot on it, and yes, they do have a mascot, and yes, it is a small brown potato-shaped little dude with a happy face and red shoes. And it does look just as disappointing. I think oh yeah, Doc says, yeah, you can also use them to get time off. Yes, but here's where the real kick in the ass is. They're going to stop using air conditioners in some of the buildings because you can now purchase one of their cooling neck fan doodads with the bucks. Have fun though. We don't live in a dystopia where you get company script that can only work at the company store. That would be crazy. That would be the thing that that the union reps literally killed and died for.
That sounds very bad, but also CORYPHEUS is about to break free. Please help!
Yes, what is she talking about?
Larius, what does Janica mean by not allowed?
How does she know this? Alec, did you tell her? Malcolm Hawke was reluctant. Had to be persuaded. I was Warden Commander. It was my duty. I delivered an ultimatum. Help us, or you'll never see her again.
You did what?
You were going to kill our mother.
No, never. He came with us. I never had to decide her fate. She was never told about what passed between Malcolm and me.
That doesn't excuse it.
You see, Hawke? How can you trust anything Larius says?
I mean, he's literally
being honest.
The can of beans that's honestly pretty trustworthy.
Yeah, he did it the second it got brought up, and he is correct in that it was quite some time ago. And to be fair, his brain is sort of futzed, so he probably wouldn't have brought it up. He also was slowly telling us bits of this as we were traveling through there, hence there was too much bad blood between us. So he probably would have told us anyway, to be fair. However, I understand that to do something about something this fucking dangerous, you must do something. And if you find the only person who can do it, you kind of have an obligation to not let them say no, as awful as that is, because the alternative is everyone dies. Also, he said, you'll never see her again, not, or I will kill her. So I took that to mean, if you don't do this, I'm never setting you free, and you'll never see your wife. And when she turned and said, oh, you were going to kill her mom, he goes, oh, no, never. Meaning he was never going to do that. So, even still, despite that, CORYPHEUS is still so dangerous. And if they are so dangerous that an otherwise apparently pretty decent dude had to do something that despicable, that says a lot to me. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I am wrong. Free to disagree. Malcolm did the ritual as requested under the condition of being paid with 25 gold pieces per seal, says Chaotic. I see. So Malcolm did indeed get paid. It was just a job he didn't get to say no to. But 25 gold pieces is a lot of money. And we found, oh god, how many seals? There were at least 4 seals. Plus all of the sub-seals that he did on all the other demons he found, which he might have been paid for. If it's at least 100 gold, and if he got paid for the other stuff, it was at least 200 gold. Which is a shit ton of money. If you remember, we had to get 50 gold pieces to fund the entirety of a, yeah, so that's at least like 150 gold probably, yeah. And we needed 50 gold pieces to fund the entirety of an expedition, so that's a lot of money. So while not necessarily great, that the first thing that happened was, you have to do this or I'm going to have to do something horrible to you, because we can't not have you do this. But the fact that they were like, I'm so sorry, let me give you enough money to restart your life anywhere you want in probably an incredibly luxurious atmosphere, is not the worst thing. The shading on his skin is fantastic. His model looks really good.
Oh, just prepare yourself for Inquisition. The hair isn't great, but the facial textures and everything are great.
Yeah, the texture on his skin right here is fucking like look at this. You can see all of his pores and the places where the skin is starting to sag because he's sick. Like, damn. Corypheus is still dangerous, though.
Lorias' threats were reprehensible, but he's still right about Corypheus.
You can come willingly or not, Hawke. I just need your blood.
Ah, so you're the same! I see! Ah. Let's see. Chaotic says, also, then he had the wardens march to Leandra's home and let her leave with Malcolm to Ferelden. Ah, they escorted her. I see. Well, at least we know they made it there safe. Must have been kind of scary to have a whole bunch of Grey Wardens, marching alongside you to wherever you were going, but that does mean that they had the safest bodyguards in the entirety of the continent. Alright then. So, that was reprehensible, but he did make good on his word. And, regrettably, it was for the greater good. Though, I imagine, or at least I would hope, that he would have done anything else had there been an option.
Well, it certainly seemed like they had exhausted all their options.
Yeah, well, it seems like not only does it have to be, that can't be a Grey Warden because they can't have the taint in their blood. Not just, and not specifically because the spells wouldn't work right, I don't think that's the case, but he wouldn't even be able to get close enough to this tower to cast the spells if he had it, because Corypheus would just make him turn around and leave. Like he did all the other people trying to guard him. So there's that. And you also need a mage powerful enough to do this, and as we saw both through the Echoes of Our Father and seeing, Bethany and my Hawke, respectively, being a powerful mage runs in the family. So the mages in the Hawke family are nothing to sneeze at. Her parents refused to let her go, but she was able to either have Hawke and she won't have to get married, or leave with Malcolm to go to Ferelden, and she picked Malcolm. I see. They were going to let her have the baby and keep it and never be able to go with Malcolm, and then she left with him and went to Ferelden. I see. And Jenica's dead. Goodbye! What are the things? Oh, some of the Grey Wardens got back up. She must have rezzed them. Sir, will you die, please? I've had enough of you. Suffer. Suffer large! There we go.
He stirs. Slay him now before he wakes, before his strength comes.
Can I loot the party's plane?
It's not strong enough. Use your blood. Free him and slay him.
I will do that in a moment. I have to loot the bodies. You know how it has to go. Something
I too was an adventurer. Like you.
And then I took
Before I took the blight to the blood.
Took the blight to the blood. He is hunched over like he took an arrow to the knee. He walks like he took an arrow to the knee. Alright, the pillars are contaminated. Let's do a hard save here, just in case. Because we've got 5 minutes before the end of the thing. Kill the Corypheus.
Do you think that we should do the fight?
Oh yes, we are going to do the fight, but I wanted to do a hard save here, just in case we didn't have enough time, if it turned out to be really hard.
Look, that seems to have weakened the spell.
It did.
3 more to go.
Then we'll punch him and kill him. And hopefully he will not
I suppose he
kill...
won't stop coming after us unless we do this.
Yeah, hopefully he won't take over Larius's mind and make us kill him. And or hopefully Larius will not descend into insanity once his final task is over.
He's almost free now.
You feel that? It's like something is lifting.
Yeah, even he can feel it, and dwarves can't do magic. He's like, oh, the world feels not good. Okay, Bugaboo, come here. time to kill you. Cory in the house with a knife. It's time for the WoW raid boss. Yeah. Alright, where is he? Well, come here. Where is he? Like, oh, I stabbed myself. I thought she was getting ready to stab him and just like, where the fuck is he? That was me. That was my blood. He better not take my staff. I know he's a mage. If I empowered his staff to the most powerful point, I'm gonna be mad. Oh, okay, good.
Why would I ask? Why would you want? Why would I want you to buff it if it was gonna? If that was gonna happen?
Oh, he is horrid.
Dream I wake from? Am I in dwarven lands? Why seem their roads so empty?
Hi!
You. Serve you at the Temple of Dumat? Bring me hence. I must speak with the first acolyte.
What is all of this?
Was the first old god to become an archdemon. There haven't been temples to him since ancient Tevinter.
You look human. Are you not citizens of the Empire? Slaves, then, to the dwarves?
No.
Why come you here?
I like how he talks, though.
Whoever you be, you owe fealty to any magister of Tevinter. On your knees. All of you.
I'm here to kill you, sir! I do love his archaic dialogue. He sounds like a poor person calling life.
I fallen and I can't get up.
I've fallen, cannot get up.
Oh no.
I am not from Tevinter.
You're a darkspawn. Darkspawn. Ravaging the deep roads. Spreading the blight. Does this ring a bell?
You are what held me. I smell the blood in you.
Yes. You gonna die? No?
Dumat, Lord, tell me, what waking dream is this?
He's got his memories, if he is like the architect.
We sought the golden light. You offered the power of the gods themselves. But it was black, corrupt, darkness.
Oh my god, he is a magister, isn't he?
How long? The Golden City. The first violation. The magisters who brought the blight.
That's ridiculous. There were no magical boogeymen who trespassed in the Maker's City.
Apparently he's one of them, though.
It's chantry propaganda.
Literally a tanky, given direct evidence. He's like, no, it can't be. It's just propaganda.
Doc said he's praying to the god of silence and expecting an answer. Yeah. Okay.
Dumat was the big wig, the head honcho of the gods.
Well, he was the first thing of the blight too.
Where do you think Darkspawn came from?
Some creation of the old gods, no doubt.
Dumat, have you forsaken me?
Dumat's dead!
I am your faithful
Why are we standing and waiting? We should really be killing him.
The Darkspawn aren't just some conveniently explicit lesson on the dangers of magic.
Unless CORYPHEUS is for real, everyone who knows what happened is long dead.
You don't think it's a little convenient? What does every sane man and woman in Thedas fear? The blights. Why not pin those on mages too?
I don't think that's propaganda, though.
What manner of speech is this?
Why do you talk funny?
How long have I slumbered?
He tainted the world. He speaks to all who carry the corruption. Darkspawn and wardens. He brought Janica here. Brought you.
If he's been calling the Wardens to free him, what's his plan? He seems confused.
He slept. While the seals held, he could not wake. He knows nothing of time that passed.
Yeah, what reason would he
must
have
kill
for
him now,
lying?
before he comes to.
You really think he's one of the original Magisters? That he's been to the Black City?
The city. It was supposed to be golden. It was supposed to be ours. If I cannot leave with you, I will leave through you. I seek the light. The blood.
Oh boy. Where did our boy go?
I'm just gonna warn you, there are some severe environmental hazards that are going to appear, and you need to be ready to move.
Okay.
That's all I'm gonna say. Good luck.
Everybody, fan out.
The blood is mine.
Actually, it doesn't matter. I would keep people together for the most part.
Really? All right.
Yes.
Ranged people over here then.
It has to. They're like beams that move around and blast you.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Right then.
Chaotic. I won't. I'm gonna be honest. I almost deleted because I thought deleted your your.
Oh, you thought it was an actual number?
I thought it was spam for just a split second.
Oh, he's doing something. Well, if Carver's coming over to me, then that means... Okay, there we go. He jumped up to do something and then stopped.
He jumped up to boogie boogie.
He did a little dance. When I said raid boss, I meant it. Oh, good. Oh, here we go. Ah. Everybody come with me.
Fire in my veins.
Woo!
You cannot avoid my fires.
So you need to
Stop
get
the
to,
thing.
Yeah, you need to get to one of those seals and bust them up.
Ooh, no! No, 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 no. Get over here. Get over here. Get out of the door. Good boy. Oh, we got hit anyway. Okay. Yeah, I know. Doing it.
I like how Varric is just like here along for the ride. He's like, I don't know what any of this is.
I don't believe in any of your weird shit. Alright, come on, guys. Let's hoof it. We've almost made it. Yippee-ki-yay. Alright, ow. Oh, there's one more. Almost done. Ow. I ran too fast for the fire. Stop dying. Who am I healing? I went to heal you. You did not heal. What? Drink that. Alright, everybody quick.
And it is something more. Watch out.
Couldst thou... There you go. No.
Doc says, yes, Carver, I didn't realize. I thought the orange red flames were ice. It's accessibility and game design. He has to state it's fire for people who don't know what fire is.
What about the people who are colorblind? Now who's ableist?
You can't look at the texture and tell it's fire.
What about people who've never seen fire? Hmm?
Yeah, you know what? I am gonna be ableist against people who don't know what fire is.
What about people who are blind?
You're old enough to get to this point in a game, and you don't know what fire is?
Oh, he's over there now.
Like, if you're capable of figuring this game out, I feel like you should know what fire is.
Grant me your power.
All right, Stinky Man.
The power is mine. I am ready.
He fucking healed, didn't he?
Scurry!
Oh, no, he's absorbed the power of Earth. I'm in the rock!
The maze closes in.
Now rocks. I like her now. What? Alright, let's go.
The fire is more powerful this time.
Yes. The power is more powerful. And he have rock. We'll die screaming!
Oh, you touch me, well.
I don't know, I've done a pretty decent job of applying physical contact to you. Ow. It's fine, don't worry. Whee! Last one, last one.
You actually do it pretty well.
Yeah, this actually is a lot like a raid boss, and I remember why I used to enjoy them.
Don't get cocky. Don't get cocky, kid.
I won't. Whoops, I didn't mean to cast that there. I meant to cast something completely different. Oh, Anders. Anders is down! I'll get him in a second. Dog. Switch. Resurrect. Get up! Oh my god, did you res and then immediately die?
He rezzed in the fire.
Oh my god. Well, I tried.
Well, hopefully you can do this without Anders.
Yeah, we can.
Perhaps a little something more.
Do not.
Wow, Carver is staying alive. What the fuck?
Carver is a beast. Alright, come here, spooky man. Looking like Rick from Rick and Morty.
The voice actor is
oh, he's good.
Like got that smooth, buttery voice, but old also.
We need to stun him to get it off. Well,
he sounds like he would be an aged British Prime Minister.
Do I? Whoops. Do I have any spells that can cause a stun? I know that I have some things that's like, oh, it causes brittle something. I don't actually think I have anything that can stun.
I got some funky tunes.
Oh, wait a minute. You have a thing that can do a stun. Here, you do it. Don't just tell me. Do it. Ah. Do a shush upon him.
Next up is a big band thriller called Big Bad Voodoo Daddy.
Big bad what?
Big Bad Voodoo Daddy.
I see. Is he no longer covered in rock? I think so. It's hard to say. He's gonna be slower than that. Don't worry about it.
Let's do this. You're marked.
Ah!
Ground me your power.
Oh, lightning and frost.
Lightning strikes me.
Does it?
You cannot escape.
Okay, everybody come over here. Come over here.
Watch the bloody rock.
Varric, I need you to move as far away from that as possible. It is the only thing to keep you from being killed. And I need you to not. If he pulls a dragon out of his ass, I am leaving. I agree. If he summons a dragon, I'm like, alright, hold on a minute.
That line is fucking funny, and you'll see why.
Is he gonna pull a dragon out of his ass? I'll be very upset.
No. Just lore things.
Are we also pulling dragons out of our asses?
No, it's just lore things that you'll learn later.
I see. Carver, can you scoot just a little bit farther up? I like his... What are you going on? What's going on out there? Oh, I didn't see the ceiling. Oh, good. Oh, good. It'll be falling on us, I'm sure. This does feel like a classic WoW raid, and I miss that now. Oh, I'm all nostalgic. Can I target him, please? Thank you. Back to back, children. Varric, why are you in the corner? Yep. Sure do. Hi again! Giant tornado monkey? Is that a Wizard of Oz reference? Okay, Anders, in a second we can try to bring you back to life again. Careful.
You should rest him when the fire stops.
Yeah. Just one more. I always think that there's one less than there actually is. Everybody move. Stand not in place. Good boys. Good job, children. We can weather the fire as long as we're in the back. And our natural healing rate fixes that for us. Perfection. Good job. Perhaps a little something more. Get up! Drink. Greetings.
He also needs to use this injury potion.
Yes, he does. He can do that when that's done. Everybody come here. Ow. Ah, he's panaceaing himself. I thought my movement spell had made him go up. He did that on his own. Just like, weep. I'm like, oh, now where is he? Oh, he's gone over here to play with Anders.
Anders would be, in a Marvel fight, would be the guy who would get smashed into the ground repeatedly by...
Drink the thing. Thank you. Jesus. Corey! Corey in the house.
Oh yeah, like Loki, but there's always that guy in a Marvel, like, Avengers fight, right? Like, there's that guy who's gonna get smashed in the ground by Hulk, because that's what Hulk does.
Okay, there we go. Heal yourself.
He just has that...
That je ne sais quoi.
He has the je ne sais quoi of somebody who would get smashed by the Hulk.
Why are you not healing? I am watching you literally not. There you go. He's floating. You mess with the wrong mage! To freedom. Yeah, sure.
Run all you like! I can reach you anywhere!
Die! Come on! There we go. Eat fire! Yeah! Denied! Yay! Oh, he's having a moment back there. I did it! Give me your shit! Robe of the Silent One. And the Seal of Dumas. A restriction, Anders? Anders, huh? Anders? I see. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Pants.
That amulet. No one's used that pattern since
Do
before
you
the First
want
Blight.
it?
It was unique to a small sect in Tevinter, who worshipped the god Dumat. CORYPHEUS really was an ancient magister. I always thought the Black City was just a story.
Oh, conductor of silence and architect of beauty, I suppose. I guess that makes sense if the god he prayed to is the god of silence and people keep saying they hear his song.
Even if it's true, it doesn't justify punishing mages over 1,000 years later.
Do you think? What else might the Chantry know that we don't? I'll need to study this further.
Wait, what?
Lore! Lore!
What? Alright. Okay, let's see. What do I want? I want a little bit more mana. Make that a nice 40. I confirm. Alright, what do we got? What is that? Spirit Healer's mere presence lends allies great resilience to wounds, while the Spirit Healer's present party members who fall in battle will not suffer injuries upon reviving. Group heal gives more.
Group heal is good.
Yeah. Next time I level up, I'll take that.
Yeah, spirit healer is like, and you're gonna miss it. You're gonna miss it in Inquisition because you won't have any healing in Inquisition. There are no healing spells in Inquisition. None. But to make up for that, Inquisition offers a more interesting barrier system and an interesting resource that warriors can generate called Guard.
Second Wind. What other stuff do we have that we might want? Ooh. Let's see. Make that better. I do. Health. No more of this nonsense. Bianca. What else can we do for Bianca? Fire pinning shot more frequently affected enemies are held mobile for longer.
I would max out Bianca.
Oh, I
Everything
am.
in Bianca, I would get.
Everything. Oh, of course I am. For just a moment, I thought that Varric's model had fucked up. I thought that Varric's model had fucked up and squeezed. And I didn't realize for a moment that that was Anders' face.
Are you saying that Anders just looks like a fucked up Varric?
I mean, I'm not saying that. But I'm also not saying that.
It's like he's been squished.
Stretch his face out.
And rolling pinned out.
Alright, let's give him some rock armor. Which he used in his fight before, which he doesn't have. Alright then. Let's talk with this guy and wrap up the DLC. We've killed the Cory, and we're good. We've killed the fishman. Hello.
You did well, Hawke. More than the Grey Wardens of old were able to accomplish.
Yeah.
I will tell the Warden Commander of your service here.
Are you going to be
okay? You think
okay?
the Wardens will give you a warm welcome looking like that? I don't think we're supposed to come back from the calling.
I must try. You've gained an ally today.
You know, if it makes you feel any better, my Warden Commander would indeed let you come back. She'd probably be very fascinated and be like, you know, if he's not crazy and full of stabbings, let people study it. Maybe we can cure the blight when people get blighted. Maybe the calling people can be spared the calling. That would be her logic. Because she is a hero. You can't see it, but I am nodding very sagely. You sound different.
Why are you talking like that?
My head is clear now. Without Corypheus'
It's like
call,
immune to being
I can
blighted.
think again.
Mentally, anyway.
I thank you for my freedom.
The Wardens won't thank me for the deaths of their own.
Janica ignored the Warden Commander's express orders when she sought to free Corypheus. They'll be relieved she's gone.
Damn right I told her no. Wow, his eyes look different too.
My gratitude you have for my freedom.
Pardon?
I said you wouldn't believe me.
Wait!
When the Seekers arrived at the structure, this prison, it was destroyed. The Grey Wardens were there, but they did not mention this Larius. They claimed everyone was dead.
No!
And now you claim the champion was not only there, but defeated a Magister. One of the Magisters of old.
Left there by the Wardens themselves.
A curious tale. I wonder if there's more.
Stop talking, talking, comment!
A small matter.
I figured
a
out a
moment
thing.
for the last of the family, and an echo. You'll forgive me if I take a liberty or two.
He possessed Larius! The son of a bitch is alive!
Darkspawn. Every bloody part of it. All because of what happened years ago. What he did for Mother. For all of us, really. How would Mother take this strange magic? I wish I could talk to her.
Well, no, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Open up to him.
I'm going to. Let's
Try to
talk
bring him
about
back
that.
into your life.
Yes.
I know it was hard. How much time he had to spend with Bethany and I.
He started training me too. Best he could. Then I picked up some things from those soldiers who came through. Remember when I beat him? Took the blade clean away.
He was holding back.
On magic? Sure, but not the blade. After that, well, he knew I could handle the house while he was off with you two. Another way you take after him, if I remember correctly.
Yes, they would want us to be happy.
They wouldn't want us wallowing over what we've lost.
I don't think either of them got what they wanted out of this life. So, back to the way things are.
Seems that way.
Doesn't have to be like that.
Right. Sister... Never mind.
I'm assuming that's a painting of our dad on the wall over there. Though I'm pretty sure I've seen that painting elsewhere, but I'm going to assume that's what that is.
You know Malcolm wouldn't want you two to fight. He sacrificed so we'd have a life free to choose, not always agree. His burden must have been very like yours.
I do what I can. Sometimes it doesn't seem like enough.
You know, your father tried to help people the same way. Tried to fix trouble he saw in others. The best of him is still with you. The best of all of us. It's what makes you try so hard. You will always have that. We will always be family. It'll be all right.
She was a good mom. At least she tried. The painting is actually of Hawke's grandfather, Leandra's father. Oh, I see. Achievement unlocked, family outing.
What did you think?
Oh my god,
So much like how Awakening was a setup for some of the things that occur in Dragon Age 2, Legacy, being the final expansion, is a setup for things to come in the future as well.
Yeah, Corypheus is still alive, the son of a bitch!
Yep.
Yeah, and Pop Cessid.
So don't forget about Corypheus.
I know I typed it wrong. I was gonna say Possessed, and then it said Pop Cessid, and I was like, fuck it, leave it that way.
We got Pop Cessid.
He got Pop Cessid. He got popsessed by the fish. Which means the poor guy, oh man, that means that Larius's last moments of being himself was when his brain was all messed up. He never got to go back to the Wardens. Oh, and he failed. That sucks. If Corypheus is still alive, what about the architect, says Doc, assuming that he is anyway. Well, I let him live. In my DLC. I allowed him to survive. Because he has no memory of who he was before. Yeah, either the hero or the Dalish woman who works with him. Hero or the Dalish woman who works with him? What? I don't know what you're responding to, Kay. Well, that's okay. The architect is still alive. I let him... Oh, either the hero or the Dalish woman who works with him if he was killed. I see. Okay. So there's somebody... So there's... Oh, the sister. So the sister would represent him if he had been killed. I see. Okay, that makes sense. So yeah. I let the architect live in my playthrough because he'd had no memory of who he was, and he thought that the song of the Blight that kept them all enslaved and mindless monsters was not an okay thing, and he wanted to get rid of it. And through all of the actions he was taking, while not necessarily great all of the time, I felt like he was on the right sort of path in his logic, so I allowed him to live because I wanted to see what he would do. With the understanding, at least I thought, that if he did a bad, I would kill him. So they're both Corypheus and the architect are alive then. At least in my go-through, they are alive.
So 2 magisters of the ancient Tevinter Empire.
One who knows who he is and one who doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't spell good things.
And Corypheus was the high priest of Dumat, which means that he served the big one. Mm-hmm. The big kahuna. The enchilada himself.
Well, he did before he turned into a demon and we killed him.
the burrito, the burrito grande.
The Uberito? Yes.
The Uberito.
All right. And with that massive revelation, unfortunately, we have to call it here. Because I am hungry and Hanabi needs a new diaper. Those two things are not related because I realized it made it sound like I was going to eat Hanabi. Like, I was like, I'm hungry. She needs a new diaper. I don't want to deal with it. I'm going to eat her. Turn her into a burrito and eat her. No. Actually, no. Before I go, I'll give you a little kitty update.
Hana burrito?
Hana burrito, yes. Well, that's what she looks like after she's had a bath. She gets wrapped up in a blanket and becomes a Hana burrito. I'll tell you a little anecdote about her before I go. So I've discovered something about Hanabi. Hanabi, as you know, for I have said it before, but in case you don't, she fears no god, nor physics, nor man. There is nothing you can throw at her that will daunt this cat, even though her back legs don't work right. She's figured out how to climb my door. And to do this, you may say, how the hell did she do that? Well, you see, she used a small shelf like a ladder. Then she made a flying leap to a jacket that was hanging from the coat rack. Then she climbed it like the show-off kid in gym class, got to the top of the coat rack, dug her little nails into the slats of the door, and hauled herself up to the top. That's when I noticed she was up there, and that's when she was contemplating where she could possibly go next. I don't know where she would have gone next, but if she had leapt for it, I feared for her life, so I ran over and I got her. So that is the kitty update you get. Hanabi fears nothing and will climb. So when I move my note to self cat-friendly ladders for Hanabi so she doesn't literally climb the walls. Or I could always staple or tack up, I guess, a piece of carpet to the wall and let her climb it. Like, you can climb that. Anyway, once again, I thank you all for coming. As always, all of my social links are below the video, both here on Twitch and on YouTube, with links to the other on the vice versa. Including links also to my Patreon, where if you sub to that, you get added to the Discord, and you get a bunch of other fun goodies depending on the tier. You can also sub here on Twitch and get access to the Discord. A sub here on Twitch is the same as a $5 tier in the Patreon, so you get all the rewards associated with that. I believe that's everything. I don't have anything new to bring up other than we are starting Halo 4 on Friday, so there's that. And I think that's it. Oh, thank you, Gran. Gran says, until next time, take care, stay safe, hugs. Hugs, thank you. I'm going to owe your Gran so many hugs when I meet her in person. Let's see. Yep, I think that's it. So anyway, once again, thank you all for coming. I hope you had a good time. And I hope you have a great rest of your day until we see you again.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of my followers over on Patreon and give a special shout out to Jack Fox, Old Monster, A Ferb Among Us, Dizarin, and Revolution 72. Thank you guys so much for your continued support.